Hi, I'm Sam Greenfield, and I have a question. My question is for Franklin Graham, Jerry Falwell Jr., and especially Joel Osteen. You're all televangelists. Most of you, all of you, are wealthy. Two of you are the sons of televangelists. But most of this will go out to Mr. Osteen. But all three of you have dedicated your lives, ostensibly, to spreading the word of Jesus Christ. And not one of you has flown to the border to help those children. Not one of you has written a check for $25,000 that could have alleviated so much pain down there. Could have, I believe, Mr. Osteen, the reason I single you out for the greatest criticism is they're at the Texas border, and you're in Texas, and you have tens of thousands of people coming to your sermons every week. So why don't you do a thing called bucks in a bucket? Have everybody in your congregation put in $5. So that'd be $100,000 a week. Within 2 weeks, all these children could be taken care of, taken out of filthy diapers, given toothbrushes. You know what's interesting? I saw something on TV the other night. There was someone taken hostage, an American, by Somali pirates. They gave them toothbrush and soap. Someone here from the United States was taken hostage by the Taliban. They gave them toothbrush and soap. And you three claim to be Christians. And Mr. Osteen, you're the worst of all. You're in Texas. You're filthy rich. You could fly right down there. Of course, you'll show the same confusion that you showed when you were after the hurricane, the horrible hurricane that tore Texas apart. Oh, maybe I should let these people stay with me. There's nothing in the teachings of Jesus that reflect any of you. And we don't have to be religious about it. We can go to Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump, Eric Trump, Jared Kushner. All of you are filthy rich. You could all write a check for $50,000 and not feel the pinch and help these children, but you don't. You don't, because you are the worst kind of Christians. You talk a lot of stuff, but you have no backup. You're pathetic weasels. Mike Huckabee also goes into this mix. All of you jumping around for Jesus like your feet are on fire. But when it comes time to actually helping children, nah, not you. My guess is because they're brown. That's my guess. Especially you, Jerry Falwell Jr., because I want to tell you a story. When I was a little boy, my mother and I would catch a Trailways bus from Washington, D.C. to visit my mother's cousin, Ann Bernstein, in Richmond, Virginia. And on the way, I had a little transistor radio. You don't remember this, Mr. Falwell, because that's actually happened the year you were born. I'm older than you. And I've had my little transistor radio. And when you got past Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is halfway between D.C. and Richmond, you started to hear Jerry Falwell's Liberty Road Baptist Church sermons. And I want to make everybody here a guarantee. If you're looking for a sermon where the word faggot is not used, or nigra, this is 1962, nigra is not used, or them Jews is not used, you better get another radio station. Because that's all I heard. Okay, segregation was in full swing in Richmond, Virginia at the time. All of Richmond. All of Virginia. All of it. And so Jerry Falwell just perpetrated this. There weren't any black people at his congregation, I promise you that. And there certainly weren't any gay people about to come out. And Jerry Falwell Jr., not a dime for these children. You know, Bill Maher is an atheist. And Bill Maher gave one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. He was at a truck stop chapel. And he knew the sincerity, he appreciated the sincerity of the men who were driving trucks who would stop there to pray. And he said to them, I'll never forget this, he said, thank you for being Christ-like and not Christian. Right. Thank you for not representing organized religion, but actually trying to reflect the teachings of Jesus. None of the people I mentioned do this. Oh, and another thing. I have a question for Ainsley Earhart. Will you stop? Okay, will you do me a favor and stop? Okay, don't tell people. You know, when it comes time to vote, let Jesus take a hand. Are you drunk? Oh, man, please. You haven't given a dime either to those children. They're children. Help them. I'm Sam Greenfield, and that was my question.